just like thousands and thousands of condoms just raining on the city. Good evening, good morning, Elena. It's Thursday for me, it's Friday for you. Since we talked about it a couple of times, and since I'm into video, this is an attempt at vlogging, and we'll see how it goes. So, this will be awkward and pauseful and kind of terrible, but I hope that I get better. So, here we are, in Brazil. Brasilia, actually. Now, I know that you know about Brazil, so here are my top 5 misconceptions about where Brazil is and what it is and all of that. So, number 1 misconception. It's all jungle and it's all Amazon. So, Brazil is huge, and the Amazon only takes up about 1/3 of the total landmass of the country. In fact, you could basically fit all of Europe inside of Brazil and have plenty of room left over. So misconception number 2 is that Brazil speaks Spanish. And while Brazil is technically part of Latin America, we don't speak Spanish. We speak Portuguese. A lot of Brazilians wouldn't necessarily call themselves Latin Americans. I don't think that anybody that actually is from Latin America would identify themselves as Latin American. They'd say, oh, I'm Guatemalan, or I'm Chilean, or I'm Colombian, or I'm Venezuelan, or whatever. People don't generally say, oh, I'm Latin American. So misconception number 3 is that because we have jungle, we have lions. One of the best examples of this that I will never, ever, 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 ever forget was from Ripley's Believe It or Not book that said that Belo Horizonte, Brazil had lions. And that not just did it have lions, but that people didn't use guard dogs, they had guard lions. And I remember after we moved here, I was like, lions. I don't know anybody that has a pet lion. That would be weird. I see them in the zoo, but not outside of it. Oh boy. I still chuckle. Lions. Guard lions. Oh. That's one Ripley's Believe It or Not that you should not believe. So misconception number 4 is that Brazil is a third world country, and while that term isn't entirely accurate anymore, Brazil is actually one of the fastest growing economies in South America. Brazil is actually really safe in terms of like not having earthquakes or tsunamis. It's really great. I love it. Also no tornadoes or hurricanes. Yay. And so, misconception number 5 is that everyone loves Carnival. So while there is all of the sort of pageantry and glamour of the ladies with the giant feather hats and I want to call them bikinis, but they're not. They're not bikinis. Carnival is actually a pretty crappy thing in that it does cause a huge amount of unwanted pregnancies, and in Rio itself, that actually hand out mainly like condoms and things, just like thousands and thousands of condoms just raining on the city because unwanted pregnancy. Not a good thing. So yeah, I'm sure there are more that you remember from your time here and being in the States, but those are just my sort of top 5 that are off the top of my head. So yeah, this is a first blog, and hopefully I'll see you on Saturday.